Hello everyone, how are you? Hope everything will be fine. Okay, here Mimin will bring a folklore plot, especially this story is taken from the Pasundan area, Kebumen area, Central Java, entitled Lutung Kasarung, where this story discusses the langur kasaroeng. On his journey on earth, the langur met Purbasari Ayuwangi's daughter who was expelled by her jealous brother, Purbararang. Lutung Kasarung is an ugly creature. In the end he turned into a prince and married Purbasari, and they ruled the Kingdom of Pasir Batang and the Kingdom of Cupu Mandala together. Okay, let's just bet the set to the storyline first intro. In ancient times, in the land of Pasundan, there is a story that is very well known to this day, namely the story of Lutung Kasarung. This story is a story that remains popular because it contains a lot of wisdom. This story tells of a handsome prince named Sanghyang Gurumanda who was punished by being banished to earth for making a mistake in heaven in the form of a langur. As a langur, Sanghyang Gurumanda got lost in a forest, so he was given the name Lutung Kasarung. Lutung Kasarung in Sundanese means a lost langur. Lutung is a type of monkey with thick jet black fur with a long tail. Meanwhile, Prabu Tapa Ageng, who was the king of the Pasir Batang kingdom, was old and sickly. He plans to appoint one of his daughters to be queen as his successor and rule the kingdom of Pasir Batang. As a wise king, he thought deeply about this decision. He did not have a crown prince at all. The 7 children born to the empress were all girls. 5 of them were married to princes from other kingdoms. While the other 2 daughters, namely Princess Purbararang and Princess Purbasari, are not yet married, so they still live in the palace with them. After careful consideration, he finally arrived at a plan to appoint Princess Purbasari as his successor to rule the Pasir Batang kingdom. He conveyed his plan to all close relatives of the palace and royal officials. Everyone agreed with Prabu Tapa Ageng's plan and praised his wisdom, except for Princess Purbararang and Raden Indrajaya, who was Princess Purbararang's fiancé. Princess Purbararang, who felt that she was the eldest daughter, was far more entitled to get the honor as a substitute for Prabu Tapa Ageng. In addition, life as a queen for Princess Purbararang means wealth and power. Likewise, her future husband, Raden Indrajaya, who is the son of a palace minister. However, Prabu Tapa Ageng's decision was unanimous. Putri Purbasari is the future queen, her successor will be if she will step down from the leadership of the Pasir Batang kingdom. Finally, Princess Purbararang, who was angry and upset with Prabu Tapa Ageng's decision, went to see a powerful shaman. He will thwart all plans for the coronation of Princess Purbasari as queen. Ni Rond is the old woman's name. He is an evil sorcerer who can do any job as long as he is given a big reward. The magic performed by Ni Rond is terrible. In one night, Putri Purbasari was infected with a disgusting skin disease. The whole face, body, to the tips of his feet were blistered and festering. The disease gives off a foul smell. There is no healer who can treat the disease. All give up. After that, Princess Purbararang went to Prabu Tapa Ageng. Together with Raden Indrajaya, He instigated Prabu Tapa Ageng to exile Princess Purbasari to the forest. According to Princess Purbararang and Raden Indrajaya, it was impossible for Princess Purbasari to replace her father as king. Putri Purbasari, according to Putri Purbararang, was not supposed to be queen because she was only the youngest daughter. Precisely, Princess Purbararang was the most entitled to be awarded the reins of power of the Kingdom of Pasir Batang. Putri Purbararang felt entitled to be queen because she was the eldest daughter. According to Princess Purbararang and Raden Indrajaya, Princess Purbasari must have been cursed for violating the customs of the ancient kingdoms. The one most entitled to be crowned king or queen is the eldest child, not the youngest child. Thanks to the cleverness of Putri Purbararang and Raden Indrajaya in speaking, finally Prabu Tapa Ageng was successfully influenced. Putri Purbasari was then exiled to the forest. Prabu Tapa Ageng's heart was very sad. Putri Purbasari, the daughter he loved the most because of her manners, intelligence, and good qualities, now had to go into exile in a forest full of wild animals. However, Prabu Tapa Ageng had to do it. Princess Purbararang's words could be true. If Princess Purbasari is indeed cursed, then she must be kept away from the palace and kingdom. It could be that the disease is very contagious and endangers all the people of the Pasir Batang kingdom. To his trusted governor named Uwak Batara Lengsar, Prabu Tapa Ageng handed over Princess Purbasari to be exiled to a forest outside the territory of the Pasir Batang kingdom. He asked Uwak Batara Lengsar to build a sturdy, albeit simple, hut for Putri Purbasari. So it was, Princess Purbasari was left in a dense forest, far from the palace. Where a person who is kind, and however he looks, will be easily accepted by his environment. Likewise with Princess Purbasari. Being in the forest actually made him close and familiar with the animals. No beast is evil to him. Instead, they always protect Princess Purbasari. He was never hungry, because various kinds of fruits and tubers were provided by his animal companions. One of the animals that most often brings food to Putri Purbasari is a langur, which is none other than the Lutung Kasarung, the incarnation of Sanghyang Gurumanda. The talking langur was very kind to him. Not only delivering food, the langur whose movements always attract the attention of Princess Purbasari faithfully accompany her everywhere. With the langur Putri Purbasari never felt lonely. One day, Putri Purbasari so longed for her father Prabu Tapa Ageng, that she cried and lamented for her skin disease which made her considered to be affected by the curse. Lutung Kasarung, who heard Princess Purbasari's lament, immediately understood who the girl really was. He immediately slipped away. He prayed to the Almighty to give healing medicine for Princess Purbasari. With a prayer offered by Sanghyang Gurumanda or Lutung Kasarung, a small lake was created. Immediately Lutung Kasarung met Putri Purbasari, who was still crying, lamenting her longing for her father. The langur then spoke and asked Putri Purbasari to take a bath and soak in the lake earlier. Putri Purbasari was of course surprised to learn that Lutung Kasarung could talk like a human. This miracle, of course, made it easier for Lutung Kasarung to convince Putri Purbasari to take a bath in a small lake. Finally finished the story. How is the story? Is it interesting or curious? Yes, I hope you are more interested in continuing the next storyline. Oh yes, for those of you who want to request folklore from Indonesia, please comment below. Okay, see you again.